Stockton is blasting off into the world of STEM this morning as the University of the Pacific hosts its annual Science Blast.
Nearly 1,000 fifth graders from across the San Joaquin County are getting a hands-on lesson in engineering. And this morning, we're joined by former NASA astronaut Jose Hernandez. And we want to talk about what you're doing out there. But first, I know you launched from the Kennedy Center. Talk to us about what it was like to see Artemis 2 launch yesterday.
It was very nostalgic, Carolina, because I remember in 2009 as I was getting into the Space Shuttle Discovery, getting ready to blast off into space to the International Space Station on a 14-day mission, and I'm sure these guys had butterflies in their stomach just as I did. But it was great. It was a great launch, and so appropriate that the next day we have our Science Blast, where we have 1,000 fifth graders here at the University of the Pacific campus. We're in partnership with my foundation, Reaching for the Stars Foundation and University of the Pacific, are basically exposing these kids to careers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yeah, I couldn't help but noticed a lot of the reaction from the kids, some of them actually putting on astronaut costumes. This seems like an inspiring moment for young people to get into the space fields.
Exactly. And, when people ask me, why did you pick fifth grade? Why are you putting 1,000 fifth graders in together and exposing them to science? I'll tell you, when I was 10 years old, back in 1972, I pictured this 10-year-old kid hanging on to the rabbit ear antennas to improve reception and watching the very last Apollo mission, Apollo 17, none other than astronaut Gene Cernan walking on the moon and reporter Walter Cronkite reporting on it. I was hooked. I said, that's what I want to be. And this is why we picked fifth grade, because if it was good enough for me, it should be good enough for these kids. And more importantly, they're not seeing an astronaut on TV. They're seeing an astronaut live, an astronaut who grew up and was born in this community and looks like them. So I think it's a very empowering process and very empowering workshop that we have here for these 1,000 kids.
Yeah, the cultural aspect too, the most diverse crew to ever go to the moon, that's definitely an important piece to this. I'm curious, because of your experience in zero gravity, you spent nearly 2 weeks up in space. What was that like? What are these astronauts dealing with right now as they make this 10-day mission looping around the moon?
Well, I'll tell you, the most challenging part is the first 24 hours. Why? Because your body fluids redistribute, and if you notice when they take pictures, they're going to have a puffy face, and their vestibular balance system is recalibrating so they can acquire what we call space adaptation sickness, SAS, which is basically being car sick. And it takes about 24 to 48 hours for all that to clear up, and then you really enjoy a zero-G environment. And they're going to enjoy it more because they're going to go all the way around the moon and come back. A 10-day mission that I am very envious of.
And I just want to wrap up, Jose, I know that you also have a very unique story. You went from being a farm worker to actually becoming an astronaut, which at times can seem out of this world, right? And a big part of the San Joaquin County community come from farm worker families. So why is it important for you to have this outreach? And also, I would want to know, what's your message to a kid that might be seeing you, and who maybe right now dreams of being an astronaut?
Absolutely, Carolina. Well, it's a full circle moment because I started as a farm worker, astronaut. I'm back in the community. I'm not a farm worker anymore. Well, in a sense I am, but this time I own the tractor and I own my vineyard. And to come to a full circle moment, I even make my own line of wines, which is pretty cool. But it's important for these kids to see someone that looks like them, that came from the same community, that came from perhaps the same socioeconomic background. And I want them to say, if he did it, why can't I? So I want them to challenge themselves, empower them to believe. I share a recipe that my father gave me with these kids, simple 5-ingredient recipe, and man, it is very powerful. these kids really absorb it, and I got a feeling we have a few astronauts among us here, future astronauts.
We can hope so in that Science Blast conference right now. Couldn't come at a better time. Thank you so much, Jose, for being with us this morning.
What a great message.
Thank you very much, Carolina. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, and see ya.